Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself, and create the life that you truly want to live as a result. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs, and it's for Monday the 9th of September 2024. I hope you're doing well. I've got a new kind of reading. It's a one-question reading, delivered via email now. If you want to book one of those in, you'll put your question in as you book, and I'll email you that one question reading within 24 hours. You can find that on my website, behealing.com. So let's see what's in the energies today. We've got beneath the surface. So this card comes up when there's emotions, signified by the water, that are running beneath the surface, so they're not being admitted to. So this could be you feeling something, not really wanting to admit it. It could be someone else feeling something. It's the kind of card that comes up when something's building within us that needs to come out, or when we don't want to reveal, for some reason we don't want to reveal our feelings. Or it could be confusing feelings that you've got. Could be something about that. Anyway, Majesty. Majesty card is about self-esteem, really, and treating yourself really well. Imagine how you treat a VIP, and that level of care that you'd give them is the level of care that you should give yourself. Start treating yourself like that. It's self-love. And sometimes we don't want to do that because we might think it's conceited or it's selfish, or, there's negative connotations to it. But self-love, so there's so many reasons that we shouldn't do self-love, but when you start doing it, it's not conceited. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's the core of everything else. Like literally when I pare all the readings back, it's one of two things. It's either finding balance or self-love. It's behind everything. You've got to rescue, help others in need, or ask for assistance when you need it. But also, we've got to prioritize ourselves, right? We waste our time when we're trying to rescue other people, because usually it's us. Usually it's us that needs rescuing. The people out there that are trying to help everyone else generally need the same help themselves, but they're not giving it to themselves. They're trying to give it to everyone else. And so the power is dissipated, because we can only really help ourselves. We can help others to get there too if we've done it ourselves first, and that's ideal. But before we've done it ourselves first, it's like the blind leading the blind. It's impossible. This is why on this channel I try and help you pick up the energies, because I'm a psychic and reading the cards. And it's based on the things that I've done within myself, I'm not saying anything that I've not done before myself, but sometimes there's something new for me to take on. So my guides kind of work through my work for me personally sometimes too, but by far the majority is stuff that I've done myself. And if it is new to me, I'll be doing that work myself, because I know the power of doing the inner work. So tarot, we've got the Seven of Cups. You might be confused about choices that you've got, or confused how to choose what's right for you. Often, when I'm doing readings, it's like, should I do this thing or should I do that thing? And I quite like when you ask me questions like that for readings, because I can give you not the answer of which one to do, but, well, if you do that one, then there's these lessons and there's this about it. If you choose this one, then there's these other things and these other lessons that you'll have from it. You get to choose. You get to choose. So the Knight of Swords, it's about swift movement, perhaps action, but swords are more about thoughts. It's like setting your mind to go for something. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. And we've got the Seven of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands is about protecting yourself, and the Seven of Swords is about lies and deceit. So sometimes that is about calling ourselves out on our own BS, which is often a sabotage when we lie to ourselves. If we don't want to admit something. Now, with this beneath the surface card out, there could be some feelings coming up today that you've been pushing aside, not wanting to feel, not wanting to deal with, So much better to sit with the emotions, as uncomfortable as those emotions are, the negative ones. Sit with it and ask yourself, what is this telling me? Like, what am I trying to avoid dealing with here? Seven of Cups, confusion of choices. And then it goes to the Empress energy. The Empress energy is that, same as that Majesty energy of your self-esteem, raising your self-esteem, treating yourself really well, the best decision for yourself. Now, we can, especially when we're going through something emotional, we can tend to let our self-care and therefore treating ourselves well or making good decisions for ourselves, we can tend to let that slip. I know for me, when I'm going through something emotional or stressful, anything like that, my my eating tends to go down. Like I don't take care of myself to the same high level that I usually do. It's like once my mind is occupied by something else, it's like I forget to eat and I'm not eating as well as I usually eat. And that in turn makes me feel worse. And then I'm more susceptible to the negative emotions and being taken down by it. And it's just like a spiral downwards. So Seven of Cups says you're confused about choices, but the Emperor says you've got to do what is best for you. And with that rescue card coming out as well, it's like, make sure that you're focusing on you, right? Make sure you're focusing on you. What's best for you. No one else is going to do that. You need to do it. Transformation. And for some of you, this could be really big, a really big change. If you are a fixer or a rescuer and you focus on everyone else and loving and nurturing everyone else, then it's going to be kind of weird focusing on yourself, sorting your own stuff out. But I'm telling you what, I did it. How long ago would it have been now? What's this? Probably, I was 47 and I'm 53 now. So 6 years ago, I realized this myself, that I was still focusing on trying to help everyone else when I had the same things going on. You know, it really struck me that I was just trying to help people that had something. They had it going on in a bigger way than I did, but I still had it going on myself. And it's like, okay, stop distracting myself with these people and I'm going to sort it out within myself. And when I did that, I kind of shielded myself away from other people for a while because I'm tempted to make it all about everyone else. But shielded myself away from everyone else and focused on that. Like, I'm determined to fix this within myself. I stopped drinking alcohol because that was a big distraction. That helps you push down emotions and not feel them and not deal with stuff. So I stopped that, and then I just started taking the best care of myself. And yes, it felt really selfish at first, but I was artificially making out to myself that other people were reliant on me, and they weren't. That's the thing, they weren't. So, Knight of Swords says swift action. Feels like there's something to face here, and you've got to stop numbing out or doing those things that you do to ignore it. Knight of Swords, and as I said, that could be, it might not be that you're numbing out on drugs or alcohol or anything like that, or eating or whatever it is that you do. It might not even be that. It might just be a belief. It might just be a belief that you need to put other people first. Like, it's not okay for you to put yourself first and deal with your own stuff. So Knight of Swords says you need to take swift action and be strong. Yeah, it could be challenging. It could be challenging, this shift of focus. One thing I noticed as well with regards to this, with the no alcohol thing, because I've just been through something recently, something emotional, and I realized, oh, this is the first time I'm going through this, which has been an ongoing issue throughout my life. But the first time I've been going through it without alcohol. And you know what I realized is, when I was drinking alcohol, when I would use alcohol to like stop myself stressing out or to relax or whatever, when I was feeling something, I was almost at the end of that feeling anyway. Like when you raw dog it, when you're not using alcohol or anything to push it down, there's not that much more to feel before you take action on it. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, I was just like doing the majority of the work, feeling the majority of the worst thing, but almost at the finish line, and then I would sabotage myself. What a waste of time. What a waste of energy. What's behind this is forgiveness, forgiving yourself. So you might have similar realizations when you do this, when you persist with a feeling. It's like, oh, there was only a fraction of it left. I could have done this years ago, confronted this years ago, because it's not as bad as your ego or your nervous system or your subconscious mind is making out it to be, these negative feelings. So Three of Swords, heartbreak. What's all of this about then? Three of Swords. Why have we got the Three of Swords out today? Page of Inspiration. Page of Inspiration is exciting news. Exciting news that would break your heart. I don't get it. it might make sense to you for what goes on today. Because Page of Inspiration, it's like good news, exciting news. Someone else's exciting news? I don't know. Discernment. Oh. You know what it is? It's exciting news that you can't take. You're discerning and saying no to it. Perhaps something that you would have said yes to and been really excited about previously, like, oh, a new narcissist that wants to take me out on a date. So that's exciting, but hell no, I've done this before. I've been there before. I don't want to do that. It could be something like that. You could be avoiding heartbreak by being discerning this time. Seven of Cups, the Empress. Putting yourself first and doing what's best for you. Treat yourself like a VIP. Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So it is protecting yourself. And I feel like it's from our own sabotages, our own reasons for not doing the right thing by ourselves. Tell us about this Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, please. Take it slowly, especially if you're not sure. The Hermit. And retreat into yourself as well to make your own decision. This is not something you're going to be able to ask other people about. Well, maybe me. But the majority of people will be coming from an ego place. I don't mean that in a bad way either. I mean that from a very logical kind of place. When you ask for people's advice, they tend to come from a logical place. You'll need to find the answers yourself within. Hermit. Six of Inspiration and Death. Wow. So major change going on here with the Death card, but the Six of Inspiration is about being seen to be doing well, which we find out is not important, really. You know, you look at what's happening now. Like, how do you get something viral now? How do you get noticed, be seen to be doing well? Well, you do the wrong thing. You exploit a load of people, or you just make absolute trash videos. Like, it is ridiculous the amount of success that you can get by doing the wrong thing at the moment. And pretty much if you do the right thing, you can hardly have any success at all. So it could be that level, the death of that, it could within you, or it could be, like I said, an offer of a narcissist relationship, and it's like, I don't care what other people think anymore. I'm turning down perhaps a rich or influential person. It's like, I can't have a romantic relationship that's good with that kind of a person, even though your friends are, like I said, would be coming from ego, going like, why would you turn them down? You know, it's because like they're going to break my heart. That's why. Be a dreadful relationship. They look great on the surface, but they're hell when you're going through them. So for some of you, it could be something like this. You've got to treat yourself better. And saying yes, especially to a narcissist, is not treating yourself good. So stripping illusions and psychic development. So trust yourself in all of this. It could even be something else, like turning down a major role, like you've been offered a role at work which gives you a lot of prestige, but you know that it's going to be a living hell. It's too much, or it's too much weight on your shoulders, too much to contend with, or the people that you'd be working with, you know, it wouldn't be a good situation. Whatever it is, you say no to the ego today, the ego choice, and you're doing what's best for you instead. So many examples of this, right? It's like downsizing your life, making the decision to downsize your life, which will be better for you and make you happier. Rather than make you more money or give you more prestige or all of that kind of stuff. Because it really, especially these days, it's really at odds. It's really like you've got this, the bad money, the good money choice that is like bad for you, or the opposite. It's it's just seems to be getting bigger and bigger, that rift at the moment. It's like you can't make money if you're going to do the right thing. It's like, it's craziness. Anyway. What about our love lives? For our singles, what's the energies for our love lives? Singles, love lives, please. We've got romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. But be careful, because of all I've just said, there is very much in the air. You could be given a choice of someone that's not right for you, but that looks pretty good on the surface. Like they might have a nice job, a nice car, a big fancy house, all of that kind of thing, and everyone else would be like, why would you say no to that? Well, in all likelihood, they are a narcissist. Clear your mind, so get clear on it. What else? For our singles. Oops. Security. And it's important to feel what we feel as well. So back to this beneath the surface, so we don't ignore our feelings. When someone's making us feel on edge, not secure, nervous, butterflies in our stomach, it's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. And if we are using those numbing things, pushing the feelings down, then we're not going to pick up on those cues. The body knows, right? The body does know. It's like animals. Animals know. Animals know who are the good people and who are the bad people. How do they pick that up? Well, they're in their bodies. They're in the bodies, and so they trust the feelings that come up. Whereas our minds tend to contradict that, right? Our minds or substances that we're using or whatever tends to contradict it. So don't do that. You open up as well. So it could be in a situation, Cupid's arrow strikes, and you've got to be really clear and feeling your feelings as well. Especially with that Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands there. Protect yourself from wrong thinking or lying to yourself. Lack of self-worth and a trap. So if you're impressed by somebody, ask yourself why. Why are you impressed by them? In all likelihood, they are more insecure than you and acting out, or trying to find security in the world by making a load of money or getting prestige or whatever. We've been down these lines before ourselves, right? And then we decide it's not worth it. I'd much rather be happy. And so you live your own life, but then we've got to spot it in other people too. It's like, oh, they seem happy and they're successful and all of that. And it's like, well, know what that feels like in yourself, So it's a trap because of lack of self-worth, putting someone on a pedestal and thinking they've got it all and they're happy. It's not coming from a place of insecurity. It's like, but that's actually contrary to what you have learned in yourself. In other words, stop being impressed by people that are really successful outwardly. We like to think we could have it all, right? We like to think that we could have it all and we can find someone that's got it all. But if you actually notice life experience, you'll see that it's that the motivation to do certain things is coming from an insecure place. Horseshoe, good luck. We've got a dark man. We've got love. We've got a pig, beware of greed. Well, there's a sign of it, right? And tiger, do something risky, take a chance. Okay, well, think of a yes or no answer question. I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer, but it's just a bit of fun. This is a general reading, not a personal one. I have got those one question readings now. You can book from my website, behealing.com, or full readings. Find all of that, a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. So how best to deal with these energies today? 2 cards. We've got the Emperor, female version of the Empress. Take charge. You be the decider of all your decisions and choose what's best for you. And the Seven of Swords. Do not lie to yourself. This is about taking charge, seeing through your own BS, and it's kind of being brutally honest with yourself, really, and doing what's best for yourself. Treat yourself like a VIP, not other people. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Your answer is no, don't do it, says the Ruby. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you all. Consider clicking that join button. You'll be part of my membership if you do that, and here on the channel. And if you can catch me live, you'll get a personal reading in there. But if you don't catch me live, then you can watch the replays of those members only shows as well, where I'll be doing channeling, extra messages and readings for the members. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.